hands up who's heard of Broken Hill? Yeah, or know somebody from there? That's the teacher coming out in me, hands up. Broken Hill, I'll give you a little bit of facts and information about Broken Hill. It's a rural mining community of about 17,000 people. It's closest to Mildura, that's still 3 hours away. Sydney is 12 hours away. It has also the pleasure of being where Priscilla, Queen of the Desert was filmed, Broken Hill Festival, Mad Max. These are all great things about Broken Hill. But did you know that Broken Hill has domestic violence rates above the state average, Indigenous population above the state average, and disengaged and youth of Broken Hill who experience intergenerational unemployment and disadvantage. Faith and Bogan were both born and bred in Broken Hill. I wasn't. So how did I end up in Broken Hill? I started, saw a job, thought fantastic, great, loved it. The independent school that we had been contracted to closed down at the end of 2018, and there were 60 kids that had nowhere to go. They were not allowed back in mainstream education. So our staff decided, what are we going to do about this? That's not okay. So we decided to stay, and with the support of the community and a little organisation called Backtrack, we set up Making Tracks. We're too stupid to learn. These were the words on my very, very first teaching day from a Year 4 student. That can't be right. He said, "Miss, we're too stupid to learn," and proceeded to slide 30 cents across the table to me. And I kind of thought, that's interesting. In the bush we get given an apple, but maybe teachers get given 30 cents. He then went on to tell me that was for me to use to ring Lifeline once the class had finished with me, because every casual teacher left in tears. Now, I didn't use that 30 cents, but I can tell you it was a very interesting term. And I enjoyed my entire time on that class. These students were just impressive, but what it really made the point was education doesn't work for everybody. Education, mainstream system does not work for everybody. And I gauged the day. We have ups and downs. I gauged the day on 4 things with this class. There was no blood or tears. Nobody went walkabout. Some learning occurred, and how many bourbons I needed by the end of the day. That was the reality. But those words resonated with me and has brought me through my teaching career of, that's not okay for somebody to think we're too dumb to learn. And I'm having to skip cards because I waffle on. This is personal for me. I have 3 Indigenous children from Barkindji Nation, and although they didn't struggle academically at school, they did require additional support to get them across the line, to get them employable, to get them to finish school. It's just a fact that mainstream education doesn't work for everybody, and these guys fall through the cracks. So this is very personal for me. Education is beyond the curriculum. It's well beyond the curriculum. There's so much more than reading, writing and arithmetic. Why invest in these guys? Because they're worth it. They're worth it. I feel blessed and honoured to be getting paid to do something that I love. It's what gets me out of bed every morning. I'm very lucky. And I'll leave you with this. We had 2 young fellas given the opportunity to get onto a plane to go to Toowoomba for 5 days at a construction site. One young fella was getting a bit, don't think I want to go, Jules. Came out, he said, My only time I'd been on a plane, I was in handcuffs. When I picked him up from the airport 5 days later, couldn't wipe the smile off his face. Jules, that was bloody a lot better without handcuffs on. I went, I reckon it was, mate, I reckon it was. Your beginning is not your end. Your beginning is not your end.
In 2019, I tried to return to mainstream education, but it didn't take long for us to decide it just wasn't for me. I lasted less than a term. For the last term of 2019, I joined Making Tracks. It has worked so well for me. The support system is incredible. The teachers are amazing and their support is fantastic. Making Tracks has turned my life around for the better, and I'm so thankful for the support I have there. One of the excellent things they do at Making Tracks is they come and collect us every day and they drop us off every day, so transportation is covered. Every single student that attended Making Tracks had been told that they would not complete their secondary schooling. This was true before we started Making Tracks. They have helped me to complete further training and qualifications, and now am on my way to gaining more real life skills to get me where I would like to be. Due to this, I'm starting my part-time job next week, all thanks to Making Tracks. So, Jules, how would $1,000 help us?
Okay, Faithy, I'm glad you asked that. $1,000 would provide 8 driving lessons for people like Bogan.
All right, Julie, what would $5,000 do for us?
Oh, thanks, Faith. $5,000 would help us get everybody decked out in work equipment, get us a trailer, get us some tools to be able to continue our work crew out in the community.
Julie, what would $25,000 do for us?
Faithy, $25,000 would get us a bus. We collect our students and drop them off and take them to different appointment services in our own cars because we don't have a bus.
Julie,
Yes.
What if people invested more than $50,000? How would that help us?
Faithy, more than that amount of money would keep us operational for the next 6 months. It would stop me from having to eat Vegemite sandwiches as much as I do love them. It would keep us going beyond.